Hey, welcome back to another video. I'm excited that you're coming to this part 2 of my URSA Mini versus the Pro series. This is very exciting. Love to have you. Oh boy. Today we're going to be talking about ND filters. Built-in or not built-in? Which one's better? Let's find out, I guess. Do they know stuff? That's, all that stuff. Anyway, so here we go. Let's jump into it. All right, so here we have our lovely subject, and I put this black chair in the background here so you can kind of see as it changes, because black is what shows up the most when you get the IR start showing up. Okay, so we have this lovely little man. So here's the Pro with no NDs and the 4.6K, which I discussed in the last video. If you can see, especially in his skin tone here, he's got a little green in the Pro versus magenta in the 4.6K. Very easily corrected to look like each other, and you can change the tint to make a match. And then once we start throwing the ND, here's 2 stops of ND on the Pro and 2 stops on the 4.6K. Again, not a huge difference. You can start to see a little bit of red. This is without an IR cut on the 4.6K, by the way. And then we go to the 4 stops, and it still looks super clean. You're looking at this chair over here. It's looking really clean. And then boom, 4 stops. You can see it in the 4.6K. The grass no longer looks like grass. It's kind of turning yellow. It's like dead winter grass. You want a dead winter grass look? Don't put an IR cut filter on your 4.6K. Anyway, and again, I did a video about this a while back about the IR cut filter. You can check that out too, which goes a lot more into depth as far as what you can expect with the 4.6K. Okay, so then we have 6 stops here, and it's looking okay. I can start seeing a little bit if you go back to the original, which is without any ND, to the full 6 stops of ND. You can see just a little bit of that pink tint in the black chair, a little bit more magenta on his face, but nothing bad. And then if you look at the 6 stops, that is terrible. That is completely awful. And you go back to the Pro, and you're like, wow, yes, the IR cut filter on these NDs are awesome. They work great. You can buy ND IR filters for the 4.6K, which is a lot easier than the screw-on. I would highly recommend doing that. Totally worth it to not get shots that look like that. That's terrible. Granted, this is 6 stops. I mean, this is an ND, 1.8? ND 1.8 on this sucker. I mean, that's a lot of ND. Okay, so then we go to the URSA Pro, back to the 4 stops. This is what it looks like. And then if you look at the IR cut filter on the 4.6K, boom, look at that. Beautiful. Cleaned everything up. So look at that chair compared to that chair. Totally clean, beautiful image. It actually does a little bit better job than the IR cut filter in the 4.6K NDs, which I kind of assumed it would. Again, this is not a terrible image by any means on the URSA Pro. The IR cut still does a great job. It still looks fantastic. This one just looks cleaner, especially in the blacks. If you look at that black chair, it is much cleaner. Okay, so then let's go to the 6 stops. Still looks great on the Pro. And the URSA Mini, 6 stops, boom, beautiful. It looks beautiful, but beautiful. Look how clean everything is. It's gorgeous. Like the grass looks beautiful. The blacks are super black. Look, you can put that much ND on and still get a gorgeous looking image. Now this is what I thought was really interesting. If you take the Pro and the 4.6K and you compare them together, so here's the 4.6K, no ND. You can see a little bit of that magenta in the chair and stuff like that. And it basically matches the full 6 stops on the URSA Pro. And this is what you get. They basically match now. Pretty stinking close. Anyway, so that's like the full-on review of the IR cut filter within the URSA Mini Pro. Really great. It does an awesome job as far as IR cut goes. Very little pollution compared to the 4.6K, which has a ton of pollution unless you get IR cut filter, ND filters, or the IR cut straight filter to screw on the front like I did, which actually gives you a little bit cleaner image than the 4.6K with the IR cut. So there's that. There's very little difference, but there's just a slight one. And I thought it was interesting. Both cameras still perform great, and it's beautiful. Anyway, hey, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe. Check out my other videos that I've done on both of these cameras. I've done reviews on those. Also, I have one more video coming out about the low light of these two cameras and how they compare. Thanks for watching.